right, I just got two questions from the country homepage right here. We just wanted to know how you feel about today's signing day and whatnot.
Yeah, it's felt really good. Obviously, added a lot of very talented young men to our roster. I feel like that we've met a lot of needs. Still have a few holes to fill, but feel really good about the class. A lot of great talent. Even some local young men that are going to be added to our roster, so I feel really good about it.
All right. And then we were also, we heard you got a new offensive coordinating coach. We were just wondering what he brings to your team.
We did. I think kind of a wide open, explosive offense. A little bit what I've been accustomed to from a standpoint as a defensive coordinator. Rick Bowie is our new offense coordinator. Came from Valdosta State University, where he put up great numbers, and we have connections with going all the way back to West Virginia, and so that was the tie to Rick, and looking forward to him doing great things, and he's already off to a great start here, and putting our offense together, and looking forward toward exciting things from him.
Coach, what are some of the highlights of signing day on that roster?
I think if you start with the young men that are currently on campus, we brought in 9 mid-year guys. I feel really good about. We brought in 5 on offense and 4 on defense, and I think we met needs. I think we added speed to the roster, the ability to stretch people vertically and put some pressure. Get some people out of the box. Feel really good about that. If you just talk about each young man that we brought in, I'll just start. We brought in a quarterback from Tulane by the name of Carson Haggard. Carson has a quick release, and he's played in this style of offense before. Accuracy, which I think is critical in an offense where you're gonna, spread the ball around, and feel very good about him. Won a state championship in high school, so he's a winner. If you look at running back position, we added, Isaiah Johnson from Lubbock Cooper High School that was a graduate from North Texas. He is he's a very physical running back. I'm excited about him. He's a powerful runner, has got a lot of playing experience, and is really going to be a big part of our football team next season and in the run game. You look at wide receiver, a young man that came in at the same time I did at Texas Tech, and eventually went on to North Texas. Trey Cleveland, he has the ability to take the top off the coverage. Has really matured over the years and has developed into a great route runner. Wants to be a more complete receiver. Very excited about Trey. And then another young man from Texas Tech University that I'm very excited about is Nehemiah Martinez. Nehemiah was there during my time, and he is a very unique player. He has a running back skill set and kind of a running back body, which makes him very versatile, but he also plays in the slot. So he kind of creates some matchup problems. Can you cover him with a nickel? Can you cover him with a safety? He poses a lot of problems, and just is an extremely intelligent young man and just a great leader. Has a lot of leadership qualities. So very, very excited to have Nehemiah. Then we added another wide receiver from Ole Miss by the name of J.J. Henry from McKinney North High School, and he is very dynamic and is going to be another versatile player. Can play inside, outside, has the speed that we needed to add, which is another dimension offensively that I think can continue to make us better. So very excited about all 5 of those young men. Then if you go to the defensive side, we needed some help up front at a true defensive end. We converted last year Colt Cooper, and Colt's done a great job and is going to continue to improve. But we added a young man from Aledo, Texas, Chris Wright, big, rangy, 6'4", 6'5", 255 pounds, runs extremely well. Really excited about what he's going to bring from a versatility standpoint up front versus the run and the pass. Brought in a young man from northern Iowa whose father played here, Rashawn Miles. R.J. Miles, his son, is going to bring some athleticism to our linebacker room. And again, I think a lot of versatility with him. He can play inside or outside. So really excited to see RJ this spring and everything that he's going to bring to the table. Then we brought in a safety from Texas State by the name of Jay Ware. Jay Ware has an extremely high IQ when it comes to football and coverage concepts, and is kind of a nickel / cover safety for us, and really fits into what we do defensively. Excited about his versatility and look forward to spring ball and getting to evaluate him even more. Then we added a young man from Mansfield Legacy that went to TCU out of high school. Was part of their national championship run there that they made a couple of years ago, and then went to New Mexico, and then wanted to get back to Texas. So has great cover skills, the ability, which is what we need in our system. He's a field corner. Really excited about him, and that was one position. Losing a young man like Patrick Jolly, I felt like that we needed to bring in someone with a little bit of experience and little bit older, and he has great talent, and look forward to again watching him this spring. So that was really it. Those 9 young men, 5 on offense, 4 on defense, are going to really impact our roster next year. And then we added obviously the high school, the players and prospects that we added to our team. Again, I felt like we really met the needs. We went last year, I think we signed 17 or 18 young men out of high school. So this year we backed off on our numbers from that standpoint, but excited. Brought in 3 on offense, 2 on defense. And if you look at Radrian Baltrip from Silsbee, he's one of the most dynamic high school receivers that I've seen in a long time. It just was one of those where we got on him early during the season, and he's extremely dynamic, very explosive. When you watch his highlight video, I mean, it's very impressive. And obviously Radrian, we're excited to get him there this summer. And then we hit the linebacker. Felt like we needed some high school linebackers. We signed a young man by the name of Miko Levine out of Millwood High School in Oklahoma City. He was committed to another university there, to an FBS university, and kind of got dropped late, and we were able to pick him up. So I really like that. Got great relationships with those coaches and been recruiting that school for a long time. So really extremely excited about him. He's big, tall, rangy, athletic, can run, has a tremendous upside. I mean, got a frame that could probably carry, I mean, I don't know how big he can get, but he's got a big frame, and really look forward to getting him here. Then signed an outside linebacker from right up the road here at Wichita Falls Rider. We've had great success recruiting that high school. Jalen Gibbs. Again, he's another guy that I think he can play inside or outside. We're going to look at him probably outside first. But again, he plays the game the way that it's supposed to be played. I mean, he's plays very hard, and is just, I still think his better days are in front of him. I think, standing him up, put him on his feet. He played with his hand on the ground a little bit. Did play standing up, but I just think that what we do defensively is really going to showcase his ability. Let me see. I have one more high school kid. Who am I leaving off there? Where are we at? 14. Oh yeah, two more young men from Midland Legacy. I'm really excited about this young man, Damian Johnson. Damian was a guy that he started off, didn't play the first 3 games on offense. They moved him to tailback. He had over 2,600 all-purpose yards at tailback in a great program, almost 2,000 yards rushing, and very versatile. He was just a football player, so I felt really good about Damian. we tracked him all season long, and I knew eventually that we'd probably end up going on him, just because everything I saw on film, we really liked what we saw from Damian. And then, you know, to be able to sit there and do that and not even play the first 3 games at that position is really impressive. He is just a football player. So I was obviously very intrigued with him all season long, knowing that probably playing out of position, but playing at a very high level. And then who? Let's see here. Got who? Oh yeah, that running back from Lake Highlands, young man by the name of Deontay Dean, really fit. We were recruiting a couple of young men. We ended up losing one of them, but I kept coming back to Deontay just because of his versatility. Catches the ball out of the backfield. He's one of those guys. You see guys that can run well in track, but he has great football speed. So you see a lot of guys that look fast on a track, but when they get on the football field, it doesn't convert or doesn't relate. He's the opposite of that. I mean, he's a guy that runs good times, not great times in track and field, but when you watch him play the game of football, he plays the game of football fast. Again, he's kind of a slashing type runner, as well as the ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, so really like that. Then, you know, added 3 young men from right here in Abilene that we're very excited about. Braylon Badon from Abilene High School, Chad Lara from Abilene High School. Obviously, Braylon is following in his father's footsteps, you know, so I'm very excited about his opportunity to come here and to do that. He's got big shoes to fill, trying to accomplish everything that his father did. But you know, he's been on campus and been around our program since the day that I got here, and excited to add Braylon to our roster. And then you know, Chad Lara, who's a compact running back, powerful runner. Man, really excited about him and what those young men bring from a local flavor here in Abilene. Then big Cameron Van, offensive lineman from down here in Abilene Wiley, and big, strong, powerlifting last week, squatted over 705 pounds, and really think he has a chance to develop into a great player for us. Added, I believe there was, we have a deep snapper on campus in Justin Duff, came in from UTEP, and then a couple of other, we added a couple of wide receivers, one from one from Waco Midway, and Jackson Baird, and then Grant Jones from Burnett. So really excited about both those guys. Quarterback from New Braunfels in Layden Adams, and offensive lineman from right over here at Midland, not Midland, I keep wanting to say Midland Legacy, but from Mansfield Legacy, a young man by the name of Jonah Pedroza. So I think in total, I think it was like 23 young men that we added to the roster. And then finally, I keep wanting to say Midland Legacy, we have a linebacker named Trace Lowe. I'd recruited his brother to come to Texas Tech, and Trace Lowe is coming. I think again, he's another one of those young men that can develop, and he fits what we look for in not only a player, but as a student athlete here at ACU. And really think that we did a really good job identifying these young men, and I appreciate my staff and the hard work that goes into it, and the long hours. And recruiting has changed drastically here over the last couple of years, and it just feels like it's more drawn out, more so than ever before, but really excited about each one of these 23 young men.